this year, I bought one for myself. I was a bit sneaky, but I also bought one for my husband. So, no telling. Do people always buy you books because they don't know what else to buy you, or are you always buying books for a writer because you don't know what else to buy them? These are Christmas gifts for the writer in your life. No books and no mugs with quotes allowed. Hi. Hello. Be part of this video too, huh? I've been told that I'm very hard to shop for, and I think it is ridiculous. I am not hard to shop for. I am amazing to shop for, and everything here in this circle around me are gifts that I have received that were amazing, and I'm going to share them with you so that you have a writer in your life, or you want to tell somebody about these things so they can get them for you, then these gifts are for you. Watch this video, watch the end, because the gifts get better and better and better. So, number one, my very favorite thing to get is stationery. Now this is all stuff I actually bought myself because I can't go into a stationery store without buying a whole crap load of stationery. And my husband has told me he's not buying me stationery this year because that's lame, because he always gets me stationery. But that's okay because I love it. Stationery for me is like chocolates and flowers. It is the bread and butter of gift giving. And my favorite quote from a rom-com ever is at the beginning of You've Got Mail, where Tom Hanks' character tells Meg Ryan's character that if he knew her name and address, he would send her bouquets of sharpened pencils. And nobody has ever given me bouquets of sharpened pencils, so I'm gonna make my own. So you're gonna need some pencils. I just had some lying around the house, but you can pick up a bag of a dozen, 2 dozen pencils at the shops for about $1 in most places if you know the right shops to go to. I've got some dried flowers from an old bouquet that I had. I've got some scissors. I have an upcycled jar from Makona, and that's it. Oh, and some craft tape. But you can also use ribbon. So you could do this for free if you have these items in your house. Otherwise, you can pick some flowers. As I said, get a package of cheap pencils, and just, you don't even need the jar, just use the jar because I want to display it. Stationery, number one, great gift, and you can make it creative. As I said, we're gonna make some bouquets of sharpened pencils today. But let's move on. Moving across from cheapest to most expensive, we have one of my favorite things to get, which are these fingerless gloves from Surat. I'm not going to say this word right. And I'm not an affiliate of them, not for lack of trying, because I would sell your stuff to the hills if you would let me be an affiliate, but apparently my channel isn't big enough. But if you're out there, I love you. I want to do affiliate marketing for you. But these are some great, so this one is a Maya Angelou one. It has I Will Rise written on it. You can see that. It also has a coffee stain. This is Christmas Carol. I have 2 pairs of these because I bought myself a pair last Christmas, and as did my husband. And when he saw them coming, he's like, okay, well, I might as well give you a Christmas gift because I'm just giving you the exact same thing, because he knows me so well. Marley was dead to begin with. And we are going to be writing like Dickens this month. So if you haven't checked it out, I'll pop that video up there for you to look at. These ones were my very first. These are Alice in Wonderland. And what's I love about these, they actually have the illustration on them. Can you see that? I love these gloves. I love them. I can't have enough. They're great for writing. And the reason is, when you're writing, especially in winter, which a lot of y'all are going into, we're in summer here. But it seems like it's been winter for 3 years. I'm still wearing a jumper. But it keeps your hands warm, and your hands don't get all like cold when you're typing. They're just so great. I just love these gloves. Moving on. These were gifted to me by a work colleague. Actually, I think they were gifted to me by a guest last Christmas. And they are wonderful, wonderful slippers. I love these slippers because they come up on my ankles to keep my ankles warm. and my ankles always get cold, just like my hands. So I love these slippers. Now, you might think, well, slippers are not really necessarily a writer thing, but writers like to be cozy, and you're sitting at a desk and you're not, you know, your ankles get cold, and I use the heater so much under my desk to keep my feet warm. And I just love this. Love them so much. Okay. So the next thing, if you want to get even a little more creative, like those bouquets of sharpened pencils, another thing you can do is think about a book that they love, and you can give them a little bit of a gift pack that is on that book. So for my 42nd birthday, now we all know how old I am, my husband got me this t-shirt. So if you've read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, you know that 42 is the answer to life, universe, and everything. So that was really fun. And, you know, like, but it doesn't have to be a shirt with a picture on it, because, yeah, that's a bit, you know, you want to be a little more creative. Then grab something like that is key, that is a featured element. For example, a hitchhiker never goes anywhere without their towel. And this was from a spa day that I got, and I love it. Also, spa days are great. Just saying. Spa days, really great. If my husband's watching this video, I like spa days. But it was from the Japanese baths, and I always have it in my bag because writers like to do things based on books that they have read a lot of the time. So, like, we like things with words on them, and we like to do things that have book-related stuff. I actually drink a soy latte. I switched from cappuccinos to soy lattes because I rediscovered Train, and the song says, best soy latte that you ever had, and me. And I was like, I love that line. I'm going to drink soy lattes now. Yes, I am that weird. Writers fan over stuff. Whatever the writer in your life is fanning over, and by fanning, I don't mean like fanning, I mean like fangirling or fanboying or whatever the non-gendered version of a fan is. I suppose it's just a fan. Whatever they're doing, thinking about that and getting them something in that vein will be much loved. This was last year's Christmas gift. It's a rocket book. Can we not do that to my Chesterfield? Thanks. This was last year's. It's called a rocket book. I love this. I took this to Iceland with me when I went on the writer's retreat. And we'll come back to writer's retreats. But what it is you can write on these pages with these special markers, and then you take a picture with your mobile and you scan it here, and it will save it to the cloud, and then you can wipe it clean. It's environmentally friendly and reusable, and there's lots. So they start at about $30, and they go up to $500 for the pack of 10. So there's lots. And there's also colorful markers, because I love me some stationery, but I also love stationery with a bit of a kink to it. And speaking of stationery with a kink, I don't have this, but I have discovered there is waterproof notepads for the shower. Waterproof notepads for the shower. You can get them on Amazon, and I'll post some reviews just here. You can see people love these things, and this is a really cool thing, and maybe somebody in my life might think about it for me for Christmas. I love this. Oh, this is my favorite thing, and this has saved me my laptop carrying my shoulder, my back. It is a keyboard, portable keyboard, Bluetooth to my mobile. It's just clicked into my mobile here. And you stick your mobile here, and then you can type to the cloud and write, and then you just pack it back up. And the battery lasts forever. This is a Microsoft one. There are lots. I'll put links for all these gifts below, and you can grab them. And it's some of them are affiliates, some of them not, so just so you know. But they're affiliates because I love them, and I've sought out products that I love that I want to promote to you. None of these are affiliates that I don't use and love myself. But I love this thing. This is, aside from my mobile phone, this is likely to be in my bag with my towel. Neil Gaiman uses fountain pens, and I'll put the type he uses on the screen, but I'm not going to try and say it. And he always has 2 colors, and the reason is that he will switch every other day, and he can see how much he wrote that day at a glance. You know, he wrote in blue on Thursday, and Thursday was a great day, but he wrote in brown on Friday, and that wasn't so hot. But these are the fountain pens that Neil Gaiman recommends if you're just starting out. But yeah, so check this out. Laney, I think they're called. So I got one for him and one for me, and some inks. It'll be a nice little surprise. He uses this, and he just loves the way it feels on the page, and it makes you keep writing, he says, because if you pause too long, then the ink goes through and ruins the paper. And this sounds like such a wonderful, fun gift for a writer. It's a little bit of a high price point, but maybe making an outing. There's a place in New York called the Fountain Pen Hospital where you can go and try out different pens and find the right one for you. And if you happen to be in that area, taking a writer in your life there to try out different pens would be a wonderful experience. And hopefully one day I will get there. It sounds like such a dream. Now this, I think, was Mother's Day gift, but it would work for Christmas too. And writers, we get like really sore backs from sitting at our desks. And one of these years I'm going to get a standing desk because sitting is the new smoking. But in the meantime, my husband got me this, and this is so cool. This one is a Bayer. If I'm saying that brand right, but I'm sure there are lots of different ones. And this one's really cool. So when I'm getting sore in the shoulders, just put it on and plug it in, and if I'm really like going for it, I can still type. Ha ha! How cool is that? Love this thing. This is great. Oh, oh, sorry. Great gift. Oh, I feel better. Now, some of the things that I want to tell you about are not in my neat little circle because they're not things that you have. I'm not really one on collecting stuff. I don't really have a lot of collections other than a few books. This is kind of the majority of my books because my husband has a bookshop, which is why getting books for me is completely ludicrous, because if a book comes in, he just brings it home. I read it and I put it back in the bookshop and then we sell it. And he does the same. So we don't ever buy each other books. What I do need is time. So like I said, a spa day is really nice, but what's even better is a chance to go write. This year for NaNoWriMo, my husband did a lot of extra parenting time with our daughter so that I could do extra writing time. Went on a writing day. You can see that video here where I went and wrote in different cafes and on the train and the library and wrote all over the place with my girlfriend so that we could get some extra words done. I did a 40K day. Actually, I think it was more than 40Ks that day. So that was really a great gift, and I love that. If the person in your life is not somebody you want to spend, you know, a couple $100s on, like a proper writing retreat weekend with hotel rooms and everything could be anywhere from $300 to $500 in our area. But if you live in the city, it's probably going to be more. And that is not always a plausible gift, but just a little bit of promise for babysitting time, which is free for a mother who's a writer or a father who's a writer, would just be such a great opportunity for them to get some writing done over this holiday period. This year for Christmas, I'm giving myself an Audible subscription. What I love about this is, well, first I should tell you, I always give myself a present. This is since the year that I lost a ring, and I realized that I was disappointed with every Christmas gift because it wasn't the ring that I lost, which was impossible. And so I started to give myself a Christmas present so that I was never disappointed. I would give myself exactly what I wanted, and then anything else was bonus. Anything else anybody gave me was bonus. And I focused on giving gifts to others. So this year I'm giving myself an Audible subscription. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have hardly read anything this year. If you watch this video here, you can see all the books I didn't read this year. And I found Matilda, and I did finish it. So yay. Didn't do that, and I also didn't hit my goal of walking every day, which was a goal that I mentioned in this video here. Still struggling to hit 3,500 steps every day. So, 2 goals. How do I meet them both? Because I don't like to have too many goals. If you hit that subscribe button, you can watch my video coming up next Tuesday. My newest video will be about my next year's goals. But in the meantime, why I got an Audible subscription was so that I could walk and read at the same time, hitting both goals. And I'm out of breath because I'm out of shape. Come back next year, I will not be out of breath or out of shape, and I'll have read a whole bunch of books. Oops, car. So right now, I'm listening to Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, and it is great. Highly recommend it. I'll put a link below. And what's great about this Audible subscription is that I've given myself this gift now in December, but I don't have to pay for anything until January. So I can spend more on my friends and family, and I have no money coming out of my bank account, yet I can enjoy my Christmas gift. And yes, I give it to myself early, but that's just the way I roll. I just want to take this opportunity to wish everybody a happy holiday season, whatever your celebration is, that you have a safe and happy holiday season. And in the meantime, why don't you try writing like Dickens? The video's just there.